juicy.
All right. Awakening your sensitivity with chi permeation. This method is to give you the tools to feel energy during meditative practice, breath work, or any qi gong or even tai chi. The real reason I'm making this video is I think it's a huge problem in any type of energy development that beginners aren't given the tools to increase their sensitivity. Okay, so we're going to use this book as a reference. It's called Qigong Empowerment or Qigong Empowerment. And it's honestly an amazing, it is really an amazing uh, archive of different practices. It really is. Um, these were some of the, I would say, first real practices I did. I was just a teenager, and I attribute a lot of my development to being sensitive through some of these exercises and doing them as much as I did. Yeah, so here are some of the contents of the book. You can see there's Taoist Qigong, Buddhist Qigong as well. I'll just let you take a look at some of them, and then we'll get into the practice. Okay, so front path. Inhale. Bring your hands up. And then as your palms are starting to go downward and you start your exhale, visualize energy going into your crown, your energy center of the crown, which is right on top of your head. And then imagine it going down your front, just like this image, which is down the sides of your head, down in front of both ears, down below the jaw to your throat energy center, just to the front, basically right in front of the thyroid. And then splitting, and right where you see, and this is all during the exhale, it's not labored breath, it's just a simple exhale. You're just imagining the energy going through these lines. These lines on either side of the chest, they're right outside of basically each nipple. And they would meet down in the front at the navel, and then down the front all the way down to the perineum, where the Hu Yin is, which is your root energy center. Then on either side of your legs, down on the inner side of the thigh, the knee, the calf, all the way down to the bottom of your feet and to the bubbling wells. And that's an exhale. So it would just be an inhale and then just an exhale. And it wouldn't be labored at all. Obviously, when you're first visualizing, you're going to probably exhale slowly. Just try not to be tense. That's the most important part. Okay, and this is path number 2. And now this is on the inside, not on the front of your body. Again, an exhale shouldn't last very long at all. It shouldn't be labored. Like maybe for sure under 10 seconds. And I like to imagine a blue path, like a blue line, personally, like sky blue. That's always what I've done if I'm visualizing paths. Anyway, so going on, you can see energy enters the crown, right, which is the acupuncture point on the top of the head. Then you go down. I don't try to imagine organs, just try to go down, and then I just focus on basically the skeleton, just right on the front of what would be your throat, behind your throat, I guess, to your spine. That's what I would do. And then down the front, down the front, down the front, down to the dantian. And then again to the root chakra, the Hu Yin. And then just like before, more on the inside of the thighs, the bones, I should say, going down, then down the shins, the inside of the shins, and then down to the bottoms of the feet, the acupuncture points. And that's your exhale. And for the final third path for chi permeation, anyone experienced looking at this will see something wrong, because now we're visually going down the back channel, which normally is known as always flowing upwards, up the back. Don't worry about that right now. This is just a method to help you, and it very much will. Nothing is inherently wrong. So anyway, inhale, arms up by your side, and as you start to exhale, start at the crown, right at the top of your head, and go backwards now with the blue line. Go backwards as you exhale down to the Mingmen, which is behind the Dantian and a couple inches higher. Okay, to the Mingmen, which is behind the Dantian, then down to the 2 acupuncture points right at your backside. And then down to the sides of your thighs, to the sides of your calves, and to the bottoms of your feet, like I showed before. And that is essentially the method. It's the inhale, the exhale, 3 rounds for each path. You visualize on each path. And breath shouldn't be forced. You shouldn't be tense. I'm going to make this into a playlist and making the energy centers a little bit more developed, so you feel more and ready for more intermediate practices or development in general. The reason why I really want to make this playlist is because if you're out there and you're practicing your practices, you might not feel anything for a long time and then think a practice that is authentic is bogus. And it's important to feel the magic and not be a dead one, because I've known a lot of dead ones over the years where they practice and they practice and they practice, and they naturally get a little sometimes resentful, upset because other people are having signs that they're not, or they have signs 6 months into practice where it would take them 2 years to get there or longer. So yeah, doing this practice, it's not too big of a sign to where I shouldn't warn you, but over time you might feel itchiness, tingling, and the best way I would express it and explain it is as if your hands are underwater. I hope you enjoyed the video.
Juicy.